John Anthony here, and we're talking about goals, how to get you what you want. Because everybody wants more, but more exactly. What does more mean to you? This is the 6th video in the series, and we're identifying exactly what you are after, what you want. Now we've asked you to actually write down, and by writing down your goals, you have made the first concrete step to actualization, to manifestation, to actually getting what you want. You have done more than 95% of the population because you've identified your goals. So already you're a successful person because you've identified your objective and then you're planning and working towards it. And I ask you to actually write out your goals. Write them out in the present tense. So I am, not I will be. I am. And to be date stamped. So sometime in the future. 1 month, 90 days, 1 year, 5 years, 10 years. Whatever your objective is, it'll be date stamped, and then you'll be talking about it in the present tense and in the first person. So, as I said before, I am, not I will be. And then I asked you to have this goal and actually to narrow it down, to simplify it. So you could actually explain that to a small child and they would get what you're after, what you're on about. One thing I haven't covered, and it's the most vital part of goal setting, is why. Why do you want this goal? Why is it important? The reason why I left it to video 6 is because now it involves feeling. You've identified it, you've gone through, you've had a vision board, a mind map, you have pictures dotted around pertaining to the goal in the centre. But why do you want this goal? What does it mean to you to have that brand new car, new lifestyle, that fantastic job, a healthy body? What does that mean to you? Why do you want it? Because now you're starting to identify your feelings. And feelings is what this whole universe understands. It doesn't understand your words. It understands your feelings. So I want you to start to practice feeling as if. Feeling as though you have what you want. Now what we're going to do is do a little exercise. Now this could well be the most important part of your day. It's only going to take 10 minutes. Everybody can surely spare 10 minutes a day, because this is not just some wild fantasy, this is not just some daydream, it's to help you get what you want. What you want. Nobody else, what you want. Because a happier you, a happier, more productive you is better for your loved ones and the people in general. And that's what both myself and Michelle always strive for, is to help our people and the people we come in connection with to lead more happier, productive lives. So this 10 minutes a day. This 10 minutes a day, whether it's first thing in the morning, last thing at night, during the day, whenever, everybody surely can spend 10 minutes a day thinking about their objectives, their goal. This is your fun time, okay? This 10 minutes a day is your fun time where you're thinking about what you want. That's it, thinking about what you want. Before you go into this 10 minutes, I don't want you to think about what you did an hour previously, what you did last week or last year. By the same token, it doesn't matter what you can do in an hour's time, next week, next year. It also doesn't matter whether you feel it's possible, whether anybody else feels it possible, whether you feel you're fooling yourself. It doesn't matter. For these 10 minutes a day, you are thinking, I can, I will, I am. So these 10 minutes a day, say it doesn't matter what's happened before, it doesn't matter what's going to happen afterwards. Just for these 10 minutes a day, you're going to focus on your goal and you're going to identify the feeling. So whether you first recount your goal, say if you got this in a long, it doesn't matter how long this goal is written down, the more in depth and the more reasons why you want it, the better it will be for you and the more easier it will be for you to attain what you're after. And then you got it simplified in possibly only a paragraph long, and then you need to memorize that and maybe even write it on a piece of card so you can carry it around with you during the day. It can be written on the back of a business card, so you can look at it during the day and you know what you're after. First thing in the morning, look at it, identify what you're after, and then you know where you're going. But you've got to start to feel it. Feelings is what changes your world. A change of feeling is a change of destiny. That's quoting Neville Goddard. And I've got some more quotes from the great philosopher Neville Goddard a bit later on. I would advise you to look into that. It's possibly a bit in depth. If you want to go through a more easier part to actually start to lead into the works of Neville Goddard, look into Dr. Wayne Dyer. He talks about it a lot through his books and his public speaking. In Wishes Fulfilled, he talks a lot more about Neville Goddard and what he actually has got to say. Fantastic, fantastic, amazing spiritual guy. So these 10 minutes a day, you are just thinking about what you want. This is your time. You will find these 10 minutes a day, you will start to look forward to it. It's no good if you forgot it for a whole week and then you do a whole hour at the weekend. Do it every day, even for a few minutes, but surely 10 minutes a day. 10 minutes a day. It doesn't matter what happened before. It doesn't matter what's going to happen afterwards. It doesn't matter if previously you felt it's not possible, or no one thinks it's possible and they think you're just fooling yourself, so you don't bother telling people your goals. For these 10 minutes a day, read your paragraph and identify your feeling. How would it feel? So let's say you want to get yourself fitter, in shape. You want to drop some dress sizes. You want to be able to narrow your waist size. Whatever you're after, whatever your goal is, you know what your goal is. We've all got individual objectives and it matters to you. So what is your objective? Start to feel what it would feel like to have your wish fulfilled. How would I feel if I was healthier? I have to buy new clothes. Fantastic. Imagine yourself going to the store and when you would normally pick a certain dress size, no, you're not. You're going to a smaller dress size. And you're looking at those and you're thinking, fantastic. You go to try them on and they fit you. Or your clothes at the moment do no longer fit you and you've got to throw them out or give them to a charity shop, whatever. Start to identify what will you be doing when you're your ideal weight. Will you be eating differently? Of course you will be. You'll be doing some sort of exercise. Of course you will be. How would you feel when you come back from the gym feeling, I've done stuff, I'm working, I'm getting there? Or you've ate healthily, you've taken the healthy option on what you're eating. How would it feel if your wish was fulfilled? How would you feel? So you've got a goal in 90 days, 1 year, whatever. So let's say it's 90 days and that happens to be August the 12th. So your goal would be, it is August the 12th and I am my perfect weight of whatever your dress size is. Or is August the 12th and I am working in whatever your job you wish to be. Or it is August the 12th and I have my brand new car outside and I'm looking forward to driving it. It excites me every time I get there and I press the button and it beeps and the lights flash and it just gives me a thrill, it gives me a buzz every time that noise goes off. And I get in and I sit in the car and I sink into the deep bucket seats, feeling the leather surrounded, the smell of the beautiful aroma of a new car, gripping hold of the wheel, turn the key, rev the engine, vroom, vroom, vroom. Love it. Put your music on, press the button down, wind the window down. Live in that moment. Live in that moment because you are starting to create emotions and feelings, and these feelings are what's going to change the world for you. What's out there is only a representation of what's in there. Success is an inside job. You have to feel it. You have to know what you're doing. You have to be there. You have to sense it. So when you're in your ideal position, when you're in your ideal life, when you're in your perfect car, you're in your perfect dress size, what would you see around you? What are you smelling? What are you hearing? What are you seeing? What are you feeling? Live in that moment. Expand. As Wayne Dyer says, contemplate. Contemplate being surrounded by the circumstances you require in order for you to be happy. And that's what it's all about, to get people happier, living more happier, productive lives. So identify your goal. However long it's going to be, identify it. Doesn't matter if it's 5 pages long, identify it. And then narrow it down. to a paragraph, a simple paragraph, and use emotive words, words that do it for you. Whatever word does it for you. And it's got to be in simple language also, that you could explain it to a child and they would get what you're on about. It's in the first person, I, and it's in the present tense, I am. So it's date stamped, 90 days, a year, so let's say August the 12th. It is August the 12th and I am. I am feeling. It is wonderful. It is fantastic. So you'll go as being reduced to a paragraph, and then soon you'll be able to reduce that to just a word. Success, achievement, happiness. Because that will be the trigger. You've written it on a piece of card, the back of a business card. Laminate it. Put sellotape over it so you can carry it around with you wherever you go. Look at that first thing in the morning. Look at that last thing of the night and feel it. You've got to identify your feelings, because the feelings are what does it for you. I'm now going to quote some things from Neville Goddard. And you're doing what these philosophers say is important to manifestate what you want. Every feeling makes a subconscious impression, and unless it is counteracted by a more powerful feeling of an opposite nature, must be expressed. So what he's saying is the feelings you have must be expressed unless it is counteracted by a more dominant feeling. So your feeling should be I am. The dominant of two feelings is the one expressed. The stronger feeling is the one that's expressed. I am healthy is a stronger feeling than I will be healthy. That's why I'm saying in the present tense, I am right now, this is the day I am doing this. To feel I will be is to confess I am not. So what it's saying is, don't say in 90 days time I will be, or next year I will be, or when I get that new job I will be, when I'm in the perfect dress size I will be. You are right now, and you're saying I am. What you feel you are always dominates what you feel you would like to be. Therefore, to be realised, the wish must be felt as a state that is, rather than a state that is not. You've got to feel as though it's achieved now. Now, as I say, doesn't matter if you think you're fooling yourself prior to this 10 minutes exercise. It doesn't matter if everyone has said to you, your friends, family, and next door's dog. It doesn't matter whoever thinks that what you're doing is crazy. You're fooling yourself. You have no chance. You make minimum wage and yet you want to be a millionaire. You're living in a poxy one-bedroom apartment and yet you want a 5-bedroom mansion. It doesn't matter what you're doing now, it matters what you feel, because the feelings are what's going to change your world. So for 10 minutes a day, prior, look through your go. Look at the paragraph. You've identified to a paragraph of exactly what it means and why. Why do you want this go? Why is it important? What will you feel? You've identified to a paragraph. Read it, and it doesn't matter what happened previously. It doesn't matter what happened the previous hour, last week, last year, or up to this point. It doesn't matter what's going to happen in an hour's time, next week, next year, or for your eternity. It doesn't matter. For right now, for the next 10 minutes, I am. I can. That's it. Feel it. Start to identify your feelings, because the feelings are what's going to do it for you. Identify your feelings. 10 minutes a day. Now surely everybody can devote 10 minutes a day, because this is helping you get what you want. This is the most important 10 minutes of your day. And also look at it in the morning, in the evening, during the day. In video 7, we're going to go through of what you're going to actually do also with this feeling, because this feeling is going to be in time your default feeling of what you want to be, what you are, what you're feeling, what I am. That's what you've got to get right, my friends, is I am. Not I will be, I am. Identify your wish, identify your objective, list all the reasons why, and feel it. Feelings are the way that's going to get you what you want. And one further little bit from Neville, he says, sensation precedes manifestation. Sensation, feelings, precedes getting you what you want. Sensation precedes manifestation, and is the foundation upon which all manifestation rests. It's your feelings, my friend. Your feelings are what's going to do it for you. You're now utilising, because you know how to do this, you're now utilising for a positive effect. You're now utilising what people do for worry. What happens when you worry? You think, oh, you read it on, you see it on the news. Oh, there's so many more jobs and there's redundancy. Oh, if I lost my job, oh, how am I going to pay my bills? And you start to feel it. You start to identify with that feeling. If I lose my job, that's going to happen. I'm going to pay my bills. How am I going to pay for my car, put fuel in? What about the kids' clothes? What about this? What about that? And you start to identify with that feeling. You start to identify. You're doing exactly the same. You're just using it for your objective to get you what you want. So you know exactly how to do this. And these tools, my friends, are what's going to carry you through for the rest of your life. 10 minutes a day. That's all we're asking for. 10 minutes a day to help you get what you want. My name's John Anthony. I thank you so much for your time. And on behalf of myself and Michelle, please check out our blog. You'll see our blog site pop up, www.grabyourdestiny.com. Connect with us. And if you want to work directly with ourselves, then you'll see a work with Michelle and John. Find out about what we're up to. Come on our webinars. Connect with us. And let us help you get exactly what you want. So until video 7, I'll see you again soon. Thank you.